Hi guys, welcome. We're going to go through the Ratio 2H pack. We're going to start with simple interest. I've got my calculator ready. Hopefully you've got yours too. And hopefully you've watched the introductory video detailing the differences between simple and compound interest, because we're going to go straight on to compound interest next. Okay, so question one, Meg has £1,200 in her savings account. The account pays 5% simple interest per year. So if you've watched the video before this, you'll know that she's just going to get 5% of £1,200 every year for 4 years. So to work out what that interest will be, we're going to do 1,200. We're going to find 5% of it by timesing by the 5% multiplier, which is 0.05. And there's no point working out what that is and then timesing by 4. We might as well just times by 4 straight away. Okay, so bung that all in the calculator. And that's £240. Okay, and that has answered the question because it said how much interest will she earn in 4 years. It might have said how much will she have in her account after 4 years, so we need to just make sure we read the question carefully. Okay, in fact it might be worth going through and highlighting what the question is actually asking for. So again, the next one, asking how much interest has been earned. So we're going to do 4,000. We're going to find 2% of it by timesing by 0.02, and that's going to happen for 6 years. And that will give £480 interest. Okay, and then number 3, this one is about somebody borrowing money. You've got to pay interest when you borrow money, of course, rather than receive interest when you save money. How much does he pay back in total? So that's going to be not only the interest but the original amount as well. Okay, it'd be lovely if you could take a loan and then only pay back the interest, but that's not the way it works, I'm afraid. So £6,000 times an interest rate of 10%, so 0.1. And you'll probably realise when you get a bit older that interest rates on money borrowed are always higher than interest rates on money saved. Okay, that's how banks make their money. And that's going to happen over 4 years. So this will be the interest. £2,400. Quite a lot of interest when you consider you only borrowed 6,000. So the total to pay back, got to add that back onto the original 6,000. And that gives 8,400. Okay, moving on. Number 4, Lisa borrows £3,000 at a simple interest rate of 2.5% per year. She pays back the money after 3 years. How much does she pay back in total? So not just the interest. So we've got 3,000. We're finding 2.5% of that. We're timesing by 0.025 per year for 3 years. So 3 of those. So £225 interest, and we've got to add that back onto the original amount. So that is the final answer. Okay, Kate borrows £2,000 at a simple interest rate of 16% per year, so she's going to pay back 16% of that for 1 year, but she pays the money back after 3 months, so she's not even had it for a year. Okay, so we have to give this as a fraction of 1 year. 3 months is 3/12 of all the months in the year, so it's 3/12 or 1/4 of a year. Okay, or 0.25 if we want to use a decimal. Okay, so this has been used up here. So she only pays £80 interest, but the question says how much does she pay back in total? So we then have to add that to the original 2,000, and the answer is £2,080. Okay, question 6. Neil invested £8,000 in a savings account for 2 years. He earned £640 simple interest. What was the interest rate? So this one's slightly different. It's given us the amount of interest and wants us to work out the percentage. So first off, he earned that over 2 years. We need to divide that by 2 to work out what they get in 1 year. So that would be £320 per year. And what is 320 as a percentage of the original amount? Well, to figure that out, we would divide it by the original, times by 100, and that would give us 4%. And the final question, just see if I can scroll down to it. Okay, Hamza invested £4,000 in an account paying simple interest for 3 years, and at the end he had this in total. This is dollars. So very much like the question above, except they've not given us the amount of interest, they've told us what the total amount is. But it's very easy to work out the amount of interest. So the amount of interest is $480. I'm sure you don't need me to explain how I got that. And that was over 3 years. So if we divide that by 3, that's $160 per year. And 160 out of 4,000 is an interest rate of 4% again. Okay, thanks for watching, guys.